This morning, it's a Sunday morning, and we come for a visit to Paguera. It's not a place we come to very often, so we're expecting to see quite a few changes since we were last here. So this is like the entry to Peguera as you come from Palma side, and we just parked up. There's a nice useful car park there, and we're just going to go down to the beach. We're going to walk along the promenade, have a look to see what the beach is like, see where we've got any hotels open, and then we'll walk back and we'll come through the town and have a look through the shopping area and where the bars are. As we walk down towards the beach, the hotel here, which is on the left, is the Beverly Playa. Doesn't look to be open at all. I do see a light on in one of the rooms, but the rest of it doesn't seem to be any life at all. So I think it's actually closed. We're just coming round. They've got a mini golf there. Coming towards the beach. Something new that I hadn't spotted before is here in the woods, in the woods just behind the beach. We've got some high ropes for people to go between the trees. Really exciting thing to do, similar to the one that I've been in Santa Ponsa. So that's really good. I'm not sure whether that's open, but it's very early on a Sunday morning at the moment, so we'll see later on perhaps. It's just coming up to about 10 o'clock in the morning, so there's not many people on the beach at all. In fact, hardly any. The sea's a little bit choppy today, a little bit rough, but that makes it really exciting if you've got a surfboard, and there's someone actually with a SUP, stand-up paddle board over there, and he's having great fun doing a little bit of surfing on his SUP. One of the great things about Peguera is the lovely promenade that you can walk along right by the sandy beach, and there's various bars and restaurants that are on the side, and I think most of these will probably be open. I would expect them to be, but at this time of the morning, 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning, they're probably just setting up. We'll see as we go on. So I've come down now almost to the sea edge. There's quite a few surfers out there trying to catch a wave. It looks really good surfing weather. The temperature's fantastic, mid-20s at the moment, 25 degrees Celsius maybe. It's going to get a little bit warmer as the day goes on, and hopefully these surfers will have a lot of fun this morning. Back looking at the beach. Just a few seagulls out there having a little sunbathe. And on many of the beaches they've set up these areas where you've got some wooden boards down and parasols. These are actually areas which have been designated for people with wheelchairs. So people with wheelchairs can come along these wooden boards, and they have their own area which is for people in wheelchairs or disabled, so they can actually come and enjoy the beach as well. So great move by the Calvia Council. Well done for doing that. We just walked past a couple of bars and restaurants, and they're all opening up, so that's looking really good. I think we'll have a drink in one of those later on after we've had a walk around Peguera. Because of the pandemic that we find ourselves in at the moment, the children's parks with the swings, the slides, the little toys for them to play on, they've all been sealed off. Children are not allowed to use them. They were open for a time, and the local council were spraying them with bleach effectively to remove any traces of virus that might have been there. But the decision's now been made to close these. So in front there we have the Hotel Beverly Playa, and we've just walked along the promenade there. There's the beach, and we're now on the other side. Anita's just coming to join me. But inside in the sea we've got the surfers, so we'll see if we can get a picture of those. So looking directly into the sun, not the ideal videoing position. We've got quite a few surfers out there, about 10 or more. all trying to catch that wave. I've just seen one going really well, so we'll see if there's another wave for them to catch in a moment. So there's a wave, yeah, and whoa, one up. One doing a really nice job of surfing in there, got a nice stance. Well done. And as I look along the beach, there's a few others there catching some waves, falling into the sea. These are really quite big waves there. Nothing like you'd get in Portugal, places like that, but for Mallorca, these are nice 2-meter waves. Yeah. We now walked round to the second beach in Paguera, and you can see how choppy the water is here. This second beach is another beautiful sandy beach. A few people already on there, still early in the morning. A few people swimming in the sea, a few sunbathers, and beautiful, beautiful beach. It's getting a bit choppy here, waves really splashing up. So here we've got a different view of this second beach as we're walking through Paguera. Nice big sandy beach, lots of space for people to come and enjoy the beach. Some good waves here, not so many surfers on this one. Surfers are on the other beach. We've got a paddle boarder out there, but quite a few people now starting to arrive to enjoy their Sunday on the beach. Traditionally, Peguera has been a place where German tourists tend to congregate, but because there are so few tourists at the moment, Spanish families have started to discover these places which they tended to avoid when there was a lot of tourists here. So places like Magaluf and Palmanova, and here in Peguera and Santa Ponsa, they're now being rediscovered by the local people, and so I'm sure by this afternoon there'll be quite a few people on this beach, and most of them will be from the local area. Some of them will have travelled from Palma in order to spend a lovely day on the beach. This is the beach entrance to the Hotel Villamil. Beautiful hotel in a wonderful situation. Lovely garden area leading down right to the beach. But this hotel has unfortunately been closed all summer. Many parts of Mallorca have these adult exercise machines. It's the first time I've noticed them along the playa in Peguera, but you find them in many of the park areas of Palma. So here's Anita trying to have a go at this one, rather unsuccessfully. Well done, Anita, thank you.
Oh, so here's Mr. Bagley showing us how to do it. Much better than me. He has to be careful doing these things, so well done, Mr. Bagley. Keep going. 10 hours later. Yeah, really good.
Earlier on the previous beach, we saw that there were areas specially designated for people who have difficulty with movement. So they've got for pregnant ladies, for people in wheelchairs or the elderly, but they also have here assistance to help them to get into the sea, in and out of the sea. So this is a really great move to get people moving, to get people exercising, and here to get them into the sea. Though today that might be a little bit dangerous, it's a little bit rough today. Coming to the end of the beach in Peguera, and we have the Mari Pins Hotel. Beautiful looking hotel overlooking this beach. I'm sure the sea facing rooms there have amazing views. If we just scan around a little bit and look back along the beach, a few surfers have now got into the sea, and it's looking quite cool out there. Here we have some more of the exercise machines. So as we walked along the promenade, there have been many of these different exercise machines for adults. These are not for children, these are for adults to do their exercises. So we're now leaving the beach in Paguera, and we're going to head up into the village. This little walkway here will take us up to the main street, and we'll have another little video showing what the main street's looking like at about 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday at the end of September.